Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Today we're shopping at Trader Joe's. There's always new items arriving each week, as well as a holiday seasonal item that is now going to be offered year-round. So let's go check it all out and see what there is to buy this week. Cactus season is in full swing. We have more to choose from this week, like these flowering ones for $4.99. There's also assorted mini foliage for $4.99 in orange and blue deco pots. Also, there's a variety of affordable flowers like these petite bouquets for $3.99. Starting off immediately with a new item I just randomly spotted, crispy crunchy coated peanuts that are savory, sweet, and salty. These are roasted peanuts coated in flour seasoned with soy sauce, which gives it a nice umami flavor. I have tried these before from Asian markets, and I must say they are addicting because it's crispy from the outer layer and crunchy from the peanuts, so it's texture heaven for me. This is a great snack to pair with beer. My brother just gave me a big container of freshly roasted peanuts, which is the only reason I didn't buy these immediately, for $2.79. Just taking a quick scan at the other peanuts offered because I want to show you that the crunchy chili onion peanuts are unfortunately being discontinued, which my store already doesn't seem to carry anymore. They do have a little kick to it, but aren't overly spicy, and the peanuts have a nice crunch. So if you enjoy these and can find them in your store, stock up now while you can for $2.99 a bag. And very exciting news, Step Up to the Snack Bar Mix has arrived earlier than usual this year. This usually comes out during the holidays, which I always thought was odd that they don't offer this year round, but alas, they have come around to the idea and it will now be offered year round. This is a sweet and savory mix, but it's predominantly a honey mustard flavored mix, which includes honey mustard pretzel pieces, honey roasted peanuts, corn chip with flax seeds, cheddar cheese rocket crackers, honey roasted sesame sticks, and chili lemon corn sticks. For those that like the spicy version that comes in a red can, actually it isn't all that spicy. That will be back in November, and a can is $5.99. And here's Trader Joe's dupe for Chex Mix called Many Things Snack Mix. This is another item that I see come and go at my store. Love it when they have a see-through bag so you can take a look at what's inside. There's honey roasted peanuts, spicy and honey butter cereal squares, corn sticks, pretzels, and savory bread chips. This is another fun mix that's convenient in the summertime if you're going to a game, the beach, a road trip. Nice that it comes in a resealable bag, and this is $2.99. And there's more exciting news. There's a new mini sheet cake, and that's a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. This has already gone viral. I love carrot cake, but didn't know that so many other people did also, because all my friends and family will probably say carrot cake would be their last choice for a cake flavor. This has shredded carrots and warm spices baked together in a sweet and nutty base because they use walnut meal in it, but there's not actual walnut pieces in it, which I know some people don't like their carrot cakes with chunky bits. Speaking of which, this cake doesn't have raisins in it either, which I know a lot of people will also be happy about, and this is $5.49. Yuzu is having its moment this year at Trader Joe's. We have more new yuzu items to add to the collection. This is a yuzu miso topping. The first ingredient is sugar, and it has 9 grams of sugar per tablespoon, so it's safe to assume that this will be on the sweeter side and be great for a nice glaze on salmon or chicken or tofu. You can use this to make a salad dressing as well by adding some vinegar and a little oil. After a quick scan, this is vegan and the ingredients look pretty good. A 7-ounce glass jar is $3.99. Another week, another new spread, and the fall flavors are slowly creeping in, guys. This is apricot cardamom spread. This is peppery, warm, floral, and citrusy, and it's made with 55% apricot. This would be great with a nice thick slice of cheese or paired with brie or almond butter on toast. A 7.5-ounce glass jar for $2.99. More dried apricots to choose from. These are simply amazing soft dried apricots from Turkey, specifically the Sufani variety. What makes them amazing is the final step of the process is gently steaming them, giving them a nice chewy tender bite. These look really moist and soft. They kind of remind me of that moist wetness that prunes have, and being all clumped together, a 1-pound bag is $4.79. Passion fruit rounds are finally back on the West Coast. I know the East Coast has had them for several months now. These are fun to eat. They're flattened and in the shape of coins, so they taste like fruit leather. The passion fruit tartness comes through, but it's also sweet. It contains cane sugar, apple juice concentrate, and powdered sugar, so there's 27 grams of added sugar. A 2-ounce bag is $2.99. I've shown this before, but the mango jicama slaw is a summer seasonal item, and now they also have a new crunchy jicama slaw, which my store didn't have just yet, but I've seen other stores do. This includes a base of jicama slaw, julienne carrots and diced radishes, cucumbers, red bell pepper, and edamame topped with cilantro. There's also a separate packet of dry roasted peanuts for garnish, and also comes with the spicy sesame ginger dressing for $4.99. Notice these pale looking hot dogs when I went to grab some of the other ones. These are KM or KM old-time beef and pork frankfurters. I almost forgot the word frankfurters. What a throwback. Anyway, these have a natural lamb casing and are made in Chelsea, Massachusetts. 6 links for $3.99. My store finally got in these smoked ghost pepper cheddar cheese. By the way, these smoked ghost chilies are also being discontinued this year. I'll show you later in my haul what they look like because my store didn't have them in stock. This cheese has subtle smoky tones and is not overwhelmingly spicy, even though it contains a trio of hot chili peppers, habanero, jalapeno, and hot ghost pepper. This is made in Wisconsin and it's $7.99 per pound. Just a reminder, there's also ghost pepper potato chips. These are offered year-round. They're lattice cut and kettle cooked. Some batches are more spicy than others, but for those who can handle spicy foods, honestly, these aren't all that spicy, but provides a little heat at the end. The texture of these chips are amazing though, and I wish more chips were lattice cut. These are $3.49 a bag. Just a reminder that the Carolina Gold barbecue chips are seasonal, so if you like a sweet honey mustard flavored type of chip, grab a bag for $2.69. Crispy jalapeno pieces are back and have new packaging. It went from being in a white canister to now coming inside a green resealable bag. Ingredients look pretty minimal, but there is rice bran oil and it does contain wheat flour, so it's not gluten-free. It's $2.99 for a 5.5 ounce bag. Lemon pesto sauce is another seasonal item. People either love this or hated it. I have to say I didn't love it at first, but it did grow on me. This is not a smooth pesto. There's lots of cheesy bits in it, so it's a little bit crumbly and has some textured bits to it. It's $3.49 for a 6.7 ounce glass jar. Roasted potatoes with peppers and onions are back in the freezer section. They were gone for a little while. I haven't tried them because I prefer to make my own roasted potatoes, but so many people really love this for a quick option to throw into the oven or air fryer. You can have it as a side for dinner or even have it for breakfast with some eggs. This does contain sunflower oil, canola oil, and maltodextrin, and a bag is $3.49. This week's strawberry lemonade ice bars are back. These popsicles are made in Italy by the same distributors that make the out-of-the-world ice pops. It's literally strawberry lemonade frozen, so it's both tart and sweet. 45 calories per bar. It does contain natural flavors, glucose, fructose syrups, and both guar gum and carob bean gum. 6 bars in a box for $3.29. I was looking for the almond flour tortillas, which have allegedly made its way to the West Coast as well, but I couldn't find them just yet at my store. Instead, I found these cute organic mini flour tortillas. They're 60 calories each, and you get 12 tortillas for $2.49. This pretty pink bottle caught my eye. They claim it's the #1 Nigori sake from Japan. It says Sayuri on it. I looked it up and Sayuri means little lily. So this must have some floral notes to it. 12.5% alcohol per volume. This is $13.99 a bottle. The watermelon overnight face mask is back. This went viral when it first came out a few years ago. This is supposed to be a Laneige dupe for their overnight face mask, but for a fraction of the cost. After you cleanse your skin and moisturize it, you add this as a final step and sleep with it on like an added layer of moisturizer, and your skin will drink it up overnight. This is $6.99. The teal insulated tote bags are back. In case you didn't get to grab one, here's your chance for $7.99. Also, the mini insulated tote bags are expected to arrive back in stores July 17th, and there will be a red and green one. So that's it for shopping this week. Let's get into this week's Trader Joe's haul. One of the main reasons I went into Trader Joe's was for crackers. I noticed that I had everything for a charcuterie board, but no crackers, so I thought it was time for me to try the new green olive flats. Needed some bread for sandwiches, so I picked up my favorite sesame Ezekiel bread. Once a year, I get a hankering for hot dogs, and this is it. So I picked up the split top hot dog buns and also decided to give the new uncured beef hot dogs a try. Normally, I would opt for the grass-fed hot dogs, but these have gotten so many good reviews, so I decided to give it a try. Let's take a closer look. I like my hot dogs with ketchup, mustard, relish, and chopped onions, but I was short on time, so ketchup and mustard were sufficient. And then I had some chips and baked beans with it. I can confirm these are a pretty tasty standard hot dog. It was nice and soft and flavorful. The hot dog bun was pretty standard as well. It's slightly lower in calories than other hot dog buns, and the split being on the top really made a difference and held in the hot dog really well. This reminded me of the hot dogs I grew up on. Basic, simple, and traditional, but really good. Definitely not the healthiest thing to eat, but it's more of a nostalgic food for me than something I would eat regularly throughout the year. Overall, I really enjoyed it for my once-a-year hot dog treat, and it was good enough that I might even splurge and repurchase it. So full disclosure, this is my second pint of the Celebration Cake Gelato this summer. I went a few days ago just to pick up a few items, and this made its way into my cart, and I already finished it, so I decided to treat myself to one more this time. I reviewed this in my last video if you guys want to take a look. Speaking of treating myself, I also got the horchata ice cream, which is one of my favorite flavors, and I really was going to try to refrain this year, but I didn't want to wait another year to have it, so that's how I justified it. This ice cream is a little inconsistent though in terms of texture and flavor. Sometimes it comes out with a more ivory color and it's super creamy, and sometimes it's more of a beige color and it's more gritty, so I don't know what I'm going to get with this batch. And then to round it out, just for good measure, I also got the ube ice cream. This is just a good solid ice cream base. It's really good on its own, but also it can be a good base for Sundays. I finally finished all my chicken and turkey burgers, so I wanted to give the caramelized onion and bell pepper turkey patties a try. They have 22 grams of protein per patty, which is the same as the frozen turkey burger patties I usually get from Trader Joe's, but these are lower in calories. I never have tofu when I need it, so I just picked one up to have in the fridge since they last a while. I needed a dip for the crackers, and this one is a tried and true. This one has nice chunks of artichoke in it, which is why I like it, but I haven't had it in a while, so I hope it's still the same way. I've seen so many reviews of people not loving these gummies because they're more firm and have a little more resistance than the softer gummies. I know a lot of people prefer the Scandinavian Swimmers consistency, which is much softer. I like both, but I prefer the more firm, harder gummies if I have to choose. First of all, these are so adorable. We just need hash browns and pancakes to make this complete. I mentioned this before in another video, but I noticed that the gummies made from Germany, they're more firm and harder to chew. So that makes sense that these gummies are the same way since they're made in Germany. The egg gummy has a fruity flavor, but I can't pinpoint which fruit it is. The texture is a little different because there's two parts to this. The yolk, which tastes more like a regular gummy, but the egg white tastes slightly fluffy and spongy. The bacon gummies definitely taste like cherry to me. I preferred the texture of the bacon pieces over the eggs, but both were yummy. I really enjoyed this and would definitely add this as a movie night candy option. My store has been out of the guava sparkling juice for a while now, so I picked up some sparkling watermelon juice. Step Up to the snack bar mix is back, which I showed you. This is a good mix when I don't want to open up a big bag of chips or other snack and not finish it. I can just graze on a few pieces, although these are really addicting. I usually stock up on this every summer on every haul, but I slowed down a little while since I have the Ninja Creamy now, but I got one more box since I just bought all that ice cream. Dutch griddle cakes. These were a total sleeper hit for me. I immediately went back and got another pack. I ended up giving half of my first pack to a friend because I wanted her to try it, but she had the reaction I thought I was going to have before I tried them. She thought they still tasted like a pancake, whereas I taste a mildly sweet sponge cake that was flattened into the shape of a pancake. My favorite mustard. I like to stock up on this to have throughout the year. Moving on to my Sam's Club haul, I picked up more of the strawberry lemonade salad kit, mostly because I love the escarole and endive in it. This is the only mix I know that has them in it. Most salad kits just have cabbage and romaine lettuce, so I picked up 3 bags since I go through them pretty quickly. Broccoli, I usually roast up half the bag at a time, so I have it ready to go and have it throughout the week for a quick side dish. Spinach for my green smoothie bowls. There was a month or two where the grapes weren't that great, but they are starting to become crispy again, so I picked up a pack. Always get bananas. Sam's Club had the poppy sodas on sale for $3 off, which is how I justified getting it because these are pretty pricey compared to other sparkling drinks or sodas. Blueberries for my smoothie or yogurt bowls. And that's it for my haul this week. And I just wanted to show you that these are the Smoke Ghost chilies I was referring to that are being discontinued this year. So it's a good thing I have a brand new one that I never opened. And before you go, I wanted to share a treat I had. So the cookie croissant has been a viral thing for some time now, and I happened to go to a bakery that had it. I love cookies and I love croissants, but I don't necessarily need to eat them together. In theory, it sounds wonderful, so of course I was happy to try it. I'm too much of a purist though, so I actually prefer enjoying a croissant and a cookie separately, so this trend never really appealed to me. This was a case of too much of a good thing. These soft, fluffy, flaky layers of the croissant and the solid texture of the cookie felt like they were competing texture-wise. Overall, it was tasty and I enjoyed the novelty of it, but it's just not something that I would gravitate towards. Let me know if you guys have tried this or what you guys think of this trend. That wraps it up for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And until the next video, ciao guys!